There he is.
Yo guys, hi everyone. This is Anime Monday. It means that we are here today talking with you, Azuki community, and I want to remind you that Azuki Roundtable is for everyone. If you're a holder, you can jump here on the stage. If you're building something, you can tell us what you're building. You can just express your idea. If you're preparing something, also you can tell what you're preparing and receive the feedback here, receive some support and our opinions. So here we are on Azuki Roundtable, where we can support you. And today is a special episode where we will talk about TCG. And we was expected a lot of people today here, but seems like everyone confused the time or something like this, or they will join later. But we're here still with our special guest Nan. So everything is good. He will tell us that he will tell us everything about TCG. Like some people need just years to learn what is it, but we need only 1 hour, today's hour, to just figure out everything. Because I was like, I'm not into TCG at all, and I want to understand how it's working. Because some guys, they eating the cards on the live streams, and like, why? Then some friend explained me why, and I kind of prepared this TCG card, but it's a gingerbread. I prepared it for my friend Monstera, but I couldn't send it by post because like seems like our country is not friendly with sweets. And yeah, then I saw how our alchemist, he's winning like the list of TCG, and it's not cut it. And I was like, why people are winning that? You need to work in it to cut it. Like, what's the point then? You need to win something else maybe. And then of course Azuki TCG launched the first edition of TCG cards for everyone, available for everyone, not only for holders. I know that a lot of people were confused, like, what is it? Is it only for holders, something like that? No, guys, it was like for everyone, and you could mint it, you could purchase it and play in it with your friends, and if you're even like store, you could buy it and play with guys, and it was like for everyone, and they raised $1 million. And I was like, is it a lot? Is it not? Like, and Zagabond was writing in the chat, like it's a lot because most of the TCG companies, they doing like they're making on the first launch like 50,000 or something like that. And I was like, what's going on? Okay, we need to talk about TCG, how it's working. But enough rambling. Let me say hi to everyone. At first, I will say hi to Luna. Luna, hi. How are you? No,
Oh, I was tabbed out. Sorry. I'm doing good. Sorry. Trying to eat lunch. And see in your tweet you said like you can join eat lunch. I'm like, okay, I'll eat some lunch. And then like you said my name. I was eating lunch.
What
So
are you,
hi.
what
Hi
exactly?
Ira. Hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing good on Monday. I saw we hit all the milestones, which is awesome. So I'm excited to get some extra promo cards. Gonna be awesome.
I hope the title will give away today some cards. That's exactly what he will do for us, right? The title.
Is that
Oh
is that why
man,
I'm here?
giveaway? Hello, let's go.
Yes. Can we give away something today?
Let me think about that. I wasn't
He's
planning on
giving
it,
away
but
a tier 6 bundle, so just so you know, he's raffling a tier 6 bundle away. That's so awesome and nice of you, man. You don't deserve it.
yeah, tier six of what? It's not the Azuki TCG. I'll find tier six, some other product, and that's right. Probably should be fine. But always glad to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Digita, I know that you wrote article today on Discord and you sent it to everyone, and of course we all read that. Yes, we all read that. But can you just quickly say points from this article?
Yeah, actually can't take credit for it. Z wrote it. I just wanted to make sure, if people had the time, to take a moment to read all of what he had written about the pre-sale, the future of TCG, how thankful we are of all the players, all the folks in the community who really stepped up, and what we can do together to support TCG in the future. So, really exciting times ahead. I could go through kind of some of the points
Mm-hmm.
in that message. But if you do have some time, drop into the Discord, look at the announcements channel, or if you're in the Azuki Garden X community, I also did a screenshot of the message and put it there for easier access.
Just tell us how the lunch went. Are you guys satisfied with what you had? Like, did you expect more? Did you expect less? How it's like? Who was the buyers? Like, was it like only Azuki community, or it's a new TCG players, or it's random people, or who is what's going on?
Yeah, gotta be honest, the launch was spectacular. It went really, really well, and the team behind the scenes, they don't get enough credit for how hard they work. This was a sprint to really push out this pre-sale to get people excited, players, folks who are in the larger industry, obviously the community as well. And so, yeah, you had mentioned it. 1.1 million is what's been sold. There are a number of emails that have not been responded to yet in terms of additional booster boxes. So there may be some adjustments upwards on that number as well. And we've gotten a lot of inbound from TCG local stores within the United States. And
Mhm.
Z mentioned it in his announcement. We're also getting inbound from international distributors and potential partners who want to work with Azuki TCG long term. So it's really exciting. The response from the larger TCG community has been overwhelming. I think we can see that in the numbers as well. I think the art speaks for itself. The gameplay is quite strong. You can see that with the tutorials as well as with all of the invitationals and local tourneys that have already been played. The community really stepped up. And yeah, I think you can see the love and passion for Azuki as well as a trading card game coming out as well. And yeah, I think we're really, really happy. That being said, this is day one. This is literally just the start, but it's a hell of a start. And I can't appreciate everyone who showed love for this moment.
Let's go, let's go. Congrats, guys. I think it was legendary. I think everything was beautiful. The system, how you sell it was also very smooth and nice. So congrats, guys. Everything is clean, everything is good. And yeah, I wish, huge distribution.
Yeah, the one learning I would say that, if I could kind of impress this upon the team is that we probably should have came waifu card first. Because as soon as the waifu promotional card came out, sales just like spiked. We're like, oh wow, all right, now it's on.
I think
And
it's also
It's evidence. That is evidence.
it's
Well-
yeah, it is. Zoo, sorry man, I cut you off. What you saying?
I think it's also because all the milestones hit, so people
Yeah.
just because like 10%, 10 to 15% was like after the milestone hit, which was pretty.
Yeah.
fun.
The other exciting part of it, and I know Non-Zoo, you guys are in Luna, you guys are in there every day, but OX Waifu shared with me the Discord stats. And just during the pre-sale, I think we've gained about 200 members in the Discord. And then like the last 5 days, almost 100 new Discord members within the Azuki TCG Discord. So that's a great sign, right? These are people who want to come in and learn and play. There's so many resources out there. There's the tutorials, the community members. But I think people are excited to play the game, which is the exact demo that we need in order for this for the TCG to really succeed in the end, right? Like players are everything when it comes to TCGs, and if they love the game, that's where you get longevity. That's where you get people who are really interacting and engaging, not just with the cards and the games, but with the IP. And these are our new community members, and so that it's really exciting to see people proactively trying to seek out the Discord and join in non-insignificant numbers. Probably, I think the Discord has jumped in terms of total number of members in like 20% just with the pre-sale alone. So like small examples of this all over the place. But this was a group effort, and I really appreciate everyone for just showing love.
Let's go. Then I'm passing mic to Zhu. Zhu, I know that you ordered a lot of packs. I know that you also had a lot of packs from your first launch
Yeah.
TCG.
God damn it.
I'm interested, will you sell them or will you hold them and play them? Because, like, for example, Monstera, I don't know how he's doing it all the time. He already earned on Azuki TCG. He just put on eBay some not even rare cards and already earned in it. So I don't know how he's doing that. What about you?
Well, I think the alpha cards are, well, some of them are like got updated, or like some of the cards got changed.
Mhm.
So probably can't play them, but can probably sell them or just hold them.
Okay. I hope we all, even if you are not selling your cards, I hope you will earn on tournaments because you participate in and you're pretty good on it.
I don't know, man. Fire's a coin flip still.
Nah, dude, you're eating right now, man.
Nah,
gotta
dude.
eat.
Nah, yesterday I had to go against like pretty much going first. Whoever went first yesterday versus me pretty much won. I was like, oh damn, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think something that Zoo just said, like Zoo, Non, Luna, you guys are all in the Discord playing now. There are actual tournaments that are being held online. So no matter where you are in the world, there are actual tournaments that accrue into the Azuki app that have pricing, right? That are run, I think, Wednesday and Sundays, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if you're in a locale that has IRL tournaments, Los Angeles, we're doing them in New York, or if you want to run them locally, I know Chicago, like in Texas, or Zoo in Chicago, right? Like, let us know, right? Like, we want to get a game in front of more players, have them play, have them fall in love with the game, have them fall in love with the Zuki RIP. So if there's anyone listening, including the folks who are on stage, you guys want to start running local games, please reach out. Like, love to help to support that in any meaningful way. And if you are not in one of these areas, go online. We have
I'm
Wednesday
already
games. We have
talking to
Sunday
my
games.
card shop. I think he already
Let's
applied for
go.
it, but I don't know.
Dude.
We need players though. Shit.
Yeah. Each one teach one, right? And our community
Yeah,
is
some of
pretty
them are
large.
interested. So, but we'll also have to find a day because they have like One Piece, Gundam, Riftbound.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm not even understand what you're talking about. That's why we need Nan, so he could explain everything. But let me just quickly say hi to Lost now before we go to Nan, our main guest. Hi, Lost. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got messed up by the time change. I thought I had more time, but
No.
I didn't. And so I was like, "Oh my god, I'm like late." But I'm doing good. I'm like trying to like figure out what you guys are talking about.
Now we prepared talking about TCG, and Nan will tell us everything about TCG, how it started, what's the future of it, what the culture of TCG, what we see on our screens right now, like what is important, what is not, and everything. So why, like when you go to certain shops, like certain stores, for example, you see the same brands, what they mean, and yeah, Nan will tell us everything. Hi, Nan, how are you today?
I'm doing great. That's a tall order. I will do my best to try to explain to you as much as I can about TCG in this time, but that is a tall order. I do know the ultimate way to really understand and like get your head wrapped around things a lot of times is really to just jump in and experience it. Highly recommend anyone that if they just kind of want to understand what it's like, they feel intimidated, right? Like for anyone listening or watching, they like want to understand what questions to ask, right? You don't even know what questions to ask to then feel comfortable playing the game. It's really, I really invite anybody to just like try to learn or ask someone to play a game, and then that's the best way to get started. And then a lot of times the questions will kind of get answered afterwards, just if there's any kind of game you're thinking about. But I really did want to quickly echo what Digital and Zoo are kind of talking about, is that with Azuki itself, and I think it leads into what makes TCG great, at least in my opinion, and kind of like the founding concepts for it is you know, playing with your homies. Like I think one of the greatest things about Azuki trading card game is we can play like whenever we want to, and that was one of the biggest things that I was so scared about going into it, because growing up like at a comic shop and stuff, like I see a lot of new TCGs come out. I've seen them throughout years, and even like major IPs stuff come out with games, and they just die, like they're dead on arrival. A lot of times people aren't even playing them within like a week that they come out. Shops are like pre-ordering stuff that doesn't have like really any demand tied to it. They feel questionable in what they're doing, and the players just like within a week or two they're on to the next thing, or they're back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, or Magic. But with Azuki, it is so awesome to see that like even like right now, like all the way up until like even honestly before most people got their hands on their alpha distribution, like people are trying to like play online, and they're like trying to get their cards and webcam up. And we're at a point now, like Digital was alluding to, that the Discord's got a real community forming around it and formed already around it. And it's so nice to see, because that's the number one thing that's going to make a TCG work, and is going to draw people to it, and is going to make people want to collect it and want to get into the lore and the IP behind it. Is it actually working as a product? People wanting to play it, and that's been true ever since the beginning of TCG, right? Like to kind of hit on one of your questions, like what even started TCG? Like in my opinion, I think of like, and I'm pretty sure, right, Magic the Gathering is like the patient zero for an actual trading card game, right? Like you can think like people have collected baseball cards and stuff probably like well before that, but Magic is what kind of cemented this idea of like, here's a game we're going to play. And I could be wrong in this, I'm not the biggest Magic nerd, but I remember some of my friends talking about like Magic was very intentional in making their cards look like spells from like a spell book, because like you're casting your card when you're playing the game. And I think that's like important to understand, because like it's all about immersing the player into the game. Like I don't think Magic probably thought about the collectability side of trading card games. That, you know, Wizards of the Coast probably thought about it, but like the core was to make a game that was playable. And Wizards of the Coast also kind of handled like distribution and printing, I think, for Pokemon for the longest time, all the way up until I think Skyridge was their last set, like up till the tail end of e-readers. So like Wizards of the Coast was kind of like the guys that were, when you think of like what trading cards as a game were, at least as we understand it in America, for me, growing up. But that's how like eventually we start bleeding into collectability and all this other stuff. But at a core, a trading card game needs to be fun. Like I saw like I'm just thinking about like different things like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Those were things that had a product before they were a card game to a degree. And so like you have, to this sense, this already kind of IP that intrinsically people might want to collect, that don't even care about the game, because this universe existed before the trading card game did. So I feel like that probably is what fosters the collectability angle. And nowadays, like the collector meta, you know, will collect baseball cards in the same binder maybe as they have like other trading card games. Collecting now is just part of it, but to not put the cart before the horse, so to speak. A game needs to be fun. It needs to be playable. People need to be having fun playing it. And through that, you get community. Like the game and community, to me, are hand in hand. And it's one of the reasons why I love TCG so much. I know there's a lot of other people like it. Like I'm kind of socially anxious. It's hard for me sometimes to like get to know people and want to talk to people. But like trading card games, and when I'm playing people, I get to know someone just by playing a game with them, and we're kind of like on common ground, and that breeds real nice community for me. And then I have fun playing the game with them. So like community is such an important part of it. And like these things are like directly like happening in spades, in my opinion, with Azuki, higher than anyone could probably expect it, because there are the local tournaments in LA, but like if you're not in LA, you get to still play, and you still get to like work towards participation points. We have online tournament. It's just fantastic what everyone's doing and trying to make it work. But yeah, that's kind of like my rundown. If I had to like kind of like fit my understanding of TCG and how we got to here now and like as quick as possible. But like There's so many different games, and I think there's just so much we can talk about, like especially as regards to what I like Azuki for, because like it now in 2026, if you go and play card games that aren't like Yu-Gi-Oh or stuff that's been around, since dinosaurs, then like they're all kind of like the same. Like most games kind of like follow like a Bandai format. Like Bandai has so many card games, and they all kind of play very similarly. Well, Azuki is like very fresh in the idea that there's a lot of inspiration from these games. Like I can read a card in Azuki and be like, oh, I understand where the inspiration came from in One Piece, just on certain cards and interactions. But like at the same time, Azuki has such a refreshing gate mechanic that I've not seen before, that it makes all these things that I might have understood in other card games, it makes them completely new when I'm looking through them at the lens of how Azuki plays. And that lends itself to some really fun ideas when deck building. Like I can't tell you how many of the conversations I've had with people that play TCG a lot before Azuki, and they're like, why is this card good? Like, why are people playing this card in Azuki? Like this wouldn't,
So
if
nice.
this card was in insert X game, it would be bad. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It probably would be bad in any other game. But it's like, it's interesting how different Azuki is. It's interesting how people are playing a one-cost healing flutter that doesn't impact the board at all. Like a card that would be bad anywhere else is suddenly a card that's meta in the Invitational. And so it's just fun. It's really nice. And it's a lot better than I could have ever wanted it to be going into it. And I had high expectations because I'm a huge TCG head and I'm a huge Azuki fan. So my bar was high, and it feels great. I feel like I haven't bought enough packs, and I have bought way too many packs.
Oh my God, it's never enough. It's never enough packs and everything, merch from the project you truly love. And yeah, I see a lot of guys, they writing like, Nan is the best, love playing against him. Tapas, I send the link in Reizoku chat so you can join the stage and talk with us too. And that's good that we started this conversation from Azuki, because I remember my friend, I was asking her like how I can understand ballet. Like these dances, ballet. And surprisingly, she told me like I shouldn't start with the classic. I should start with the modern ballet, and that's how you will understand everything. And what you said right now, just start playing, learn Azuki, for example. It's a good start for you to start exploring this TCG culture and everything. But so other people won't think like we're shilling here, Azuki and stuff. I just like really guys want to know about TCG, just Azuki, the best in everything. So that's why we talk about this as well. But yeah, that's interesting stuff that you said. It started from basketball, right? So it started from sport. They created this format, right? Like photo of some player and description, and then, as I understand, some other guy just like, oh, why? Like, for example, I'm playing D&D time to time, and some guy probably who played D&D, he like why not make card game, right? He decides something like that. And I see like comment from To Be One Cup that need manga ASAP. So, and you also said like, for example, Pokemon, they had the lore behind this TCG, but Magic the Gathering, they didn't. How it's working, like how you start playing and everything.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think those are excellent points about it. Like that's, and again, like this is my understanding of a lot of stuff, because I think Magic came out probably before I was born, probably a couple of years before. But like as I understand all this stuff, like it's exactly that. Magic just wanted to make a game. So it's interesting to compare it to stuff like D&D or like regular tabletop or other stuff, because like those are essentially, people are coming together at a table, they're playing something together, and like, it's like it's a very fair comparison. And so I think the best way to think about it is it's a different medium of tabletop. Like you like, and even nowadays, like I don't know, just random games like Munchkin is one that I can think of. I don't know if you've ever heard of that game, but like that's a very D&D style tabletop game that plays itself through cards or whatever. And so like it's, even nowadays there's some like tabletop games that kind of scratch that itch of holding cards and doing something with them. But like I think TCG itself is just a medium of that tabletop universe where the goal really is community through interacting with someone else. And a lot of times, right, it's a 1v1 format, right, or however you may envision it. There's multiple styles of especially in Magic, of play that's not just 1v1. But it's interesting you bring those points up, because I don't really, to me, like, TCG is my tabletop. So I've never really thought about like people who might have like grown up, or they're very comfortable playing something that is they're getting the same thing out of it in a sense of community, but it's just not through a trading card game background. But that's probably all else constant. It's I would say it's like a strategic thing to do, but at the same time, D&D is very strategic. There's a lot of tabletop that's very strategic. So it's probably just a different medium of wanting to play a game. And Wizards of the Coast, because I can't think of anything else, Wizards of the Coast probably like created this genre by cementing Magic the Gathering for what it is. And they led the way, especially with also then producing Pokemon. And it's just really funny with Wizards of the Coast specifically when getting into TCG, because Wizards of the Coast in a different universe might still be printing Pokemon today, but like they kind of like messed up their contract really bad by making Pokemon really mad. They try to like make their own cards behind Pokemon's bag. They try to make their own set and all this other stuff. So like it's actually really funny, the story behind all that. But yeah, it's interesting walking through time trying to imagine like how do we get here today. Well, I think Magic the Gathering proved people want to do this and play this game. And when I get bored late at night, sometimes I watch old documentaries about trading card games, and it's funny to see like news and like mainstream media is trying to like understand what Magic was like as it was actually gaining all this popularity and people traveling to play for tournaments, and is kind of like a proof of concept kind of deal. Like now we see that there's a demand for this, people do this, so then maybe that's the floodgates for people to start making their own trading card games. So it's probably easier at that point for Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh to do stuff like this because they already have their IP, whereas Magic, I think, was just itself pretty much exactly what you said. But
I think the first person who invented this TCG, game, they was like, I found the gold because I will unite this basketball, beautiful cards, and D&D, and gambling because it's so funny to open these cards, how like was it like from the start also how people was opening packs, or it appeared with time?
That's actually a really good question, because if you, on the Magic example, when we look back, like there's alpha starter decks, which to my knowledge acted as the packs, like, because like the way Magic worked in like alpha in the very beginning is there was like a big brick of cards, and that was like your pack. And then towards the end of the brick, you would have like a couple rares or something, and then that's where people would be like, oh, this is where the chances for like a hidden lotus or something. But like nowadays, it's just this wrapper, and there's 12 cards in a pack. Packs are in a box. But and I think probably pretty quickly Magic went into some kind of similar format to that. But it's really fascinating when you start thinking about like, okay, it's one thing to distribute these cards through packs, because I mean people need the cards to play, it makes sense to do packs. But then when you add in this variable of, okay, let's introduce chase cards, you know what I mean, like let's make it, let's scratch the gambler's itch by doing all these things. Like I'm not sure when that really became such a big thing, other than like, I mean, I remember just like in Pokemon, like the base set of Pokemon, there wasn't stuff like full art or anything like that. It was just holo rare. But like the holo rare Charizard was the chase. Like you'd be hyped opening up a holo rare Charizard, just like you would be with a all golden whatever chases right now in Pokemon. I'm like a couple years late on behind on Pokemon stuff right now. But the economics of making these boxes is fascinating, because Yu-Gi-Oh specifically is like scum lord central when it comes to like making their cards. Like I think talking about Yu-Gi-Oh as an example helped shed light on how companies understand what people actually want these packs for and how to like mass market to that. Because Yu-Gi-Oh will like make a card that every deck really needs, a staple card, like a card that's like really, really good. They'll make it a secret rare. Okay. And you only get one secret rare in an entire box of cards, but they also make 14 other secret rares in the same set. So when you open up a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it's like an extremely rare chance you're actually going to get what you want and or what you need for your deck. There's a high chance you're going to get something that you don't want or need. And Yu-Gi-Oh understands this, and they don't reprint the card to make it acceptable until they get to a point to where either they print something else because of power creep or they ban the card, so now that they don't even care. So like, and this is not every card game, it's just like Yu-Gi-Oh in general. When I was playing the game, where they were very intentional about how they short printed good cards within their circulation. And it just feeds into one of the questions I know you asked earlier, like how much can an average person make and just playing the game. And on average, it's a hobby for people. Like you're not going to make money playing trading card games on average. You're going to lose money, but like I don't think that it's not like you're gambling and losing money, so to speak, unless you really are just actually opening up packs to just like get cards to sell, then you are gambling. But like if you're in trading card games because it's a hobby, you're probably still net negative on the money you put into it. But it's a hobby, you know, you're buying the cards that you enjoy and you're playing the game, and like that's kind of the point of the hobby. And I think it's just a bonus to think that there's a value tied to these cards in the sense that people actually buy these. So maybe you can get some reimbursement on your hobby later if that's the way that you want to spin it, versus some other hobby that people might not ever actually want to buy off you if you ever wanted to go that route. Because people who make money in trading card, they can make a lot of money, but it's an extremely small amount of people. And even in games like Yu-Gi-Oh, not to just rag on Yu-Gi-Oh, but like even in games like Yu-Gi-Oh, like you would go to a major tournament, if you won, you get like a Nintendo Wii. Like that's all you get. The price of it would be so bad. Like you could win the tournament and it still didn't cover your plane ticket to get there. Like that's kind of weird, but very
Well,
relevant.
I
Azuki's
think
the opposite of that. You make a lot of money right now winning an Azuki tournament. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
aren't it the same for each sport? Like for example, e-sport as well, you know, only top gamers they receive some huge prizes, others just, you know, paying, you know, for the tickets and stuff to participate and to have a chance to win something. No?
Yeah, like yeah, that's exactly it. Like a lot of you're going to try to compete to win something awesome. One
Mhm.
Piece is like that. A lot of card games are like that when they do pricing right. Azuki is especially like that because Azuki knows what, and Azuki hasn't even had that many tournaments, right? But like in the ones that they've had, I've never seen prize support so incredibly good. Like I've never ever seen that before, even in like card
They're
games that have
rich.
the money to throw it around. Yeah, like Azuki really cares about prioritizing the player. Like
Wait,
that's very important for people to want to play the game.
I have a question. Wait, so these guys, these cards, like these brands, Yukio, for example, you know, you go to the store and you see like different, like Avatar. Recently, I saw something else, but all these brands, they have like one starter deck, right? You need one starter deck.
You need a deck of cards, yeah. So like there's starter decks that they'll sell. That's like so you need like in Yu-Gi-Oh it's 40 cards, like whatever you need a certain amount of cards to play the game. And so yeah, there's different starter decks that come with these are a set of 40 you can use to play the game. And then there's other things that they sell that are just packs that are like 12 card packs that you would use to then edit your deck, adjust it to make it have like a competitive edge. Kind of like how the Azuki starter decks are like the Shao and Ryzen decks. Those are like meant for you to like play. If you were to like walk into a Target or something and see the Yu-Gi-Oh starter decks, like you can imagine it like that. It's like, hey, this is their Shao or Ryzen from this set, and then the packs next to it, those are like the packs that you could open to edit the deck if you want. But yeah, a deck has like have a very specific mix of cards. You wouldn't just open up 5 packs and then throw those together and have a deck. You need to be intentional about those cards.
Okay. I'm interested to ask Digital, what percentage of cards that you sold are boosters and what percentage are starter decks? Like, and is it important for you to have like certain percentage of starter decks, for example, or like, you know, like if you've seen that most of the people they purchasing boosters, it tells you that people will gamble all that, people will, you know, like place it on eBay, try to earn on that. Like, do you have some stats that, you know, telling about something in your opinion?
Yeah, we're still reconciling the numbers, but I think what you could see just publicly, right, is that initially it started off with the full set, which was the boosters as well as the starter decks.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the upper tiers had other promotional items included as well, and those sold really, really well. Um, but we also got feedback from players as well as the communities, like, hey, we love the starter decks, and we'll have one, and we can go ahead and play with that. But booster packs, right? Like, how about booster packs? Why don't we provide some tiers there? And so that's what we had followed up with after getting feedback from all, and those sold really, really well, particularly with the add-ons for those who had bought the player tiers who wanted to add on a booster box into additional shipping. That ended up being really, really popular. And so I'd say the distribution is actually really strong for those who may be wanting to collect the cards. Yeah, I think we saw a lot of that with the promotional cards, with the art on the cards themselves. And then there was really robust purchasing and demand around the player tiers, which is fantastic because I think once those go out, I'm going to have multiple player tiers available, and I'm only going to need one of each set. So being able to share those with others so that they can get playing, they can even share the game with their friends. I think it's really going to help us lean into the player centric kind of view of the game. So yeah. Really excited about it all. It was not all boosters for sure, right? We've
Okay,
definitely
okay.
got a lot of player packs out there. And again, the decks, this is the pre-sale, right? So will be official launch as well. And there'll be the player tier decks available during that time as well. So
Do we know the number, how many people purchase like exactly starter, starter packs, or no?
no, I don't have that distribution. I think we saw like what I've seen so far is like the global distribution, which is like pretty incredible. We
Mm-hmm.
saw, not surprisingly, the U.S. had like the strongest representation, but we saw purchases from pretty much like every major international or non-U.S. area in pretty large numbers. And so I think that's also really encouraging, right? Which is, I mean, we've said that we are focusing on the U.S. market for tournaments, for gameplay,
Yeah, yeah,
just to
yeah.
make sure that we're building it out here strong. But that doesn't preclude anyone who wants to buy the game and play it locally to be able to do so. I think
Mm-hmm.
people took that to heart, and yeah, I think we see it in the numbers as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Nan, do we have does the game need some certain amount of players to be successful? Like, let's talk with this perspective. Like, of course, like 2 players, they won't make the game successful. You need how many people to make the game actually, successful economically?
I think that's it's a tough answer. I think the answer in that question lies in enough people for there to be a community that actually plays it in a secular level. So like it just depends on like what you're going for. To me, a TCG is successful if I'm able to find a tournament or a way to play it like within a week or so. Like if I'm able to like understand, hey, there's a place that I can come play this game, then that's successful. I think that, and that's not to say that the bar is low. That's just to say TCGs really die like that. Like pretty quickly, like a TCG, like when they come out, people will just stop playing them, and then altogether people aren't playing them anymore. So as long as people are playing it and people like collectively are playing, like you're saying, it's not just one or two dudes constantly always playing it together. Like as long as people are like having ways to play it against other people, that's successful, like wildly successful to me, because that's enough interest from enough people to actually care and build and play and keep up with it. And with Azuki, honestly, objectively, those boxes are hit right now. Like it'd be great to have like a lot of people, but like I mean, it's nothing to scoff at. That like right now you could go to the app or something, or go to the
Yeah.
community Discord and be like, okay, the next tournament is in X days. If I'm in LA, the next tournament is in Y days, and I can see who all's going. I can actually ask right now and understand and expect a certain amount of people to be there. I think the real point of pivot is when like kind of like what digital was hinting earlier, is when like the growth just happens to where it explodes, and now there's a lot of people we've never heard before, or not people I've not seen before online coming in, and they're also wanting to play, and that's happening often. Like there's a lot of times people will come in, I've not ever seen them before, and they're like, yeah, I'm here to, like, where can I learn, where can I play? There's people that I've seen that have nothing to do with Azuki come in and want to play the card game. I don't know where they're, but it's great. It's something's working within the marketing in terms that people are seeing this game for what it is and they want to play it. So like, to directly answer that question, as long as people want to play the game and there's other people to play it with, that's successful. Like very, like, I mean, I remember way back in the day, Naruto used to have like I think it was called a collectible card game, but you could play that game. Because I remember we had like tournaments for Naruto, and then like all of a sudden no one was playing it anymore. Like I couldn't find anyone to play it anymore, and it was just dead. So as long as those exist, you know, and it's even more an idea to call something successful as long as the brand is still supporting it with tournaments. And that's, you know, just to compare everything to Azuki, because that's what the space here is today. That's definitely what Azuki's been doing. Like, like they are supporting the tournaments. There's a huge commitment to making that work. They're very clear that the players come first, and anyone who wants to play the game, I'm sure YQ or somebody is in Discord right now waiting to read the call on looking for game, and someone will play with you like right now. So that's what's important, because there's just so much. There's so many TCGs you could play. Like the opportunity cost of like going to a locals on Saturday and playing One Piece, the opportunity cost of doing that is I'm not playing Magic on Saturday. So like maybe I play Magic Friday, One Piece Saturday, Pokemon Sunday, but like I'm still having to dedicate that time to a different game. So like when people are playing trading cards, there's usually one or two games that they play, and then that might be it. So the fact that people are playing Azuki as one of those and dedicating that time, that really, it's very visible to me, at least, that how big of a deal it is and that the demand is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I just build on just quickly something Anon had said, is that yeah, the commitment to tournament pricing is $100,000, and he mentioned YQ, right? Like there's a real interesting moment right now where because we are still ramping up the total number of players and people who play it are quite passionate, there's still the ability to actually like play and get really, really good. Like YQ could bring home, you know, a pretty decent portion of that $100,000. Not to say like that's why he's playing. I think he genuinely really loves the game. But right, like there's not just that cash pricing, but there's also the promotional pricing of the cards as well. And so, and what another thing Anon mentioned is, like, I think since the pre-sales happened, I've had more than 24 people who've never heard of Azuki just message say, "Hey, how can I find out more about the game?" And what I found, and you know, even in conversations with local TCG shops, is that people just want to try new games. People love playing games, right? And when they hear about Azuki, they're just like, "Okay, well, this seems interesting. How do I play?" And that's kind of where the secret sauce comes in, because once they come into the New York office, once they come to the LA office, they see everything around them. It's like, this is like a whole universe. Then they meet us, right? And they're like, okay, cool. Like let us show you. Like, we've been with these characters for 4 years. Shao, Ryzen. Here's the sisters animation, right? Like you can learn about them. Here are people who are in the cards that we know, right? Cameo's coming. More of us will be in the cards. Artists that we love that have done our commissions will be in the cards soon. Right? Like, we can wrap this gameplay into a community and into reasons why it's beyond just great gameplay, beyond just great art, but it's also us behind it, right? Because we're actually choosing to spend time together to play these games, but also be able to support it in our own way. So yeah, there's a lot here. And you know, I give flowers to Nan, to everyone in Discord. You guys have like helped so many people like get onboarded. It can be intimidating, but I know, Nan, I've asked you a million dumb questions. You've corrected me so many times. But you know, again, if you're interested in playing, I know it can be intimidating, but just take that first step, because like the folks who have been in the Discord, folks who have been playing the game for a while, are so welcoming, and there's really no judgment. So appreciate you guys for continue to do that for myself as well as others.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see Nan so excited about the Azuki as well. And it wasn't like space about Azuki, like specifically, but that the fact that he telling about Azuki all the time in a good as a good example of TCG game. It's telling about everything. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, so very cool to have you. And like, okay, let's back to this. For me to understand. So to create your TCG game, for example, or just to start playing, you need starter deck, you need boosters that will be rare, that will give you some special ability. You need story behind this game, so people would be interested to be involved in this game, and you need to organize some tournament to like keep the interest of the people, right? And yeah, which stories, like on your opinion, they had it all and they still couldn't, for example, and games that had nothing but people still were involved and interested, like what's the difference between them and what people actually wanted?
Yeah, no, that's tough. That's tough to answer. I think a lot of it is it's a vast mix of things. Like uh and I think what I said earlier for stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I think is actually really like, and I can only talk about Yu-Gi-Oh the most because that's the game that I know the most. I've competed the most in Yu-Gi-Oh growing up, but like I understand Yu-Gi-Oh right now is to be like this is like massive game. But I know if a TCG came out like today that worked like Yu-Gi-Oh did, no one would want to play it because like it doesn't support the players. It is very cash grabby as a concept. I mean, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is just fantastic. But if I'm going to strip everything that I know and love about Yu-Gi-Oh away, and I want to understand the mechanics of what they're doing as a business and a product, I don't think it would work at all for a brand new TCG. So like I think it works with Yu-Gi-Oh because it is such a loved fan base, and Yu-Gi-Oh is so developed in what it is now. So like I think there's a lot of variables that kind of interact with each other, and maybe some variables that save other variables when we're talking about like what's gonna be the death spiral of a TCG if anything happens. Because like it seems like some companies can do things like everything that the players will hate, but it will still succeed and people will still come to play it. So like we see that with some games, but like um, I think it's also really important to consider how a game plays, like how well thought out the mechanics are. Do like
Mhm.
what Digital just said earlier. I think is like the key for if a game is even going to be played at an LGS or not. Like if a game comes out or people like, there's always going to be time where people are just sitting around not playing the game that they came to play, and they'd be very down to play a new game. Like I've done that before. Everyone's done that before. But if you're sitting there and you're playing this new game when it comes out, like I remember playing Vanguard a long time ago, I think when it was just coming out, and I remember thinking, oh, I don't like this at all. Like it felt like such an RNG based game that I didn't really want to play anymore. I know Vanguard's still played today. Like people like, there's probably people on this call that like Vanguard. I think it's still played today. But like for me, like that was the thing that was like, oh, I don't want to play this. And I know the people at my LGS all felt the same way. So like Vanguard wasn't even played there. So it's a lot of things. It's is the company that's making it, like, is there an actual playable game there? Do they actually have license to make, the art that they want to make? Is it all original art? Are they only licensed to use screenshots from mangas to make the cards, in which case, people aren't going to really want to collect those because there's nothing new about the artwork. And so like, are you catering to the collector side when you're making your TCG? Are you catering to the player side? Have
Mhm.
examples like Azuki that do quite literally both, because Azuki is a very art driven, company. They make the best art I've ever seen, but the person making the trading card game is like top competitor in what he does. And so what he pushes is stuff to make the players have what they want and make a good game. So when you have stuff that cares about those variables that are the most important for them to go right, then I think you're doing as much as you can. So like cards need to actually be collectible and not just straight up screenshots. People need to have the rights to legally make the art they're making, and or the game just needs to be that fun that it just picks up immediate steam. Or if nothing else, it just needs to be a damn good IP that people will want to buy regardless of how the game plays or the cards look. That's probably why we still see certain Union Arena or whatever cards on the shelves, because people really like the IPs that are associated with it. But
Mhm.
it's an interesting question. It's hard to answer outside of like I think just understanding what's went wrong or what goes well with companies now.
That's interesting. I know that, guys, I'm so sorry that I holding you all because I know that none has limited
Yeah, I
amount
got to
of.
bounce here in like a minute, so I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but yeah, I do.
Last thing. What people expected from all these tournaments? I know, like, about this uncutted paper. Like I don't understand why you're winning this, stuff, and what else you can win, and what's the fun in tournaments instead of just playing and winning. What else you have, guys? What's the culture of this?
Yeah. Well, I think I'll end on that for me because I think that's a really good question. Is like within tournament pricing, because I know you mentioned this a couple times of like uncut sheets, like
Yeah.
and what's the drive there? It's just like stuff like that is just like mega dope. It is so cool because when you think about the people who play these card games, like they really care about the cards. They care about the art. They care about where the cards came from. And if you show them anyone who plays like their card game, or whatever, you show them an uncut sheet of cards, like it's like showing, the baby before it's like in a place where you can. It's like the prototype version of like what they're playing with is like the ultimate flex at a collector level. I feel like to be like I got an uncut sheet of like my favorite set or my favorite deck. Like this is my deck. It's official. This is from, this was printed, it's just not cut. And so like, it's really, really, really cool to be able to have those kinds of things as price supports. One Piece has done that, and so we've seen how successful that can be on like IPs like One Piece. Like it is just a really, really, really big, yeah, yeah. Like Two Beans just said, mega monies. Like the collectors will really, really, really want that, and even the players who don't really collect, like they will really want the uncut sheet. Like it is such a smart idea to give that as prize support, in my opinion. Like that is so cool to do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like prizing in general for tournaments is always like it's really good when it's something that means something to the player, and then it's even better when, hey, this is so collectible, other people will buy this for a lot of money. So like a lot of times people will go to the tournament and like they'll get all their prizing and then they'll just like turn around and sell it to someone because like they want they would rather have the money, and that's power to them. I think that's a really good thing that they can do that, because that both one gives the players a reason to want to compete, it gives them a reason to care that much about competing and caring about the game, and two, it feeds into like it's evidence that people are collecting what they're doing. Like it's really nice. And so outside of that, what's the goal outside of tournaments and stuff? Obviously just I think that the sense of community and playing in general. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that tournaments exist is important. Even if someone might not ever play in a tournament, the fact that tournaments exist is important for someone playing the game because they have something to go off of for understanding, okay, this is the meta. This is what is happening when people are playing. I can feel included by playing in my, little community setting because I understand what's been happening at these tournaments and I want to play based off of that. So I think that is the ultimate goal. But I'm so sorry for rambling so much, y'all. But
No, thank
I
you
do
so
have
much.
to hop here. I gotta hop back to work.
Yeah, thank you so much. Right now, after your speech, I want to create my own TCG. Just kidding, just kidding.
Good
Thank you
luck.
so much. It's amazing to see you so passionate, and I'm happy that guys in the Azuki community, like managed to catch you inside the community, make you so bullish on Azuki and everything that built. Yeah, it's nice to have you. So thank you so much. I hope to see you more. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me. And I mean, people in the community are way too kind. They're way too kind when I'm interacting with them and when they're talking about me. These people are just so nice. I highly encourage anyone who wants to like learn the game, just hop in. People like Zoo right here in this call is another one that's like super duper friendly. Like he will go out of his way to help people. There's just so many really nice people. But I'm very thankful for being here and for the space that you're hosting right now. I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's day.
Thank you so much, and have a great day. So yeah, bye bye. Zhu, they said like you welcome it. I'm surprised. And Luna, nothing about you. You're not welcome it. What happened, guys?
Damn.
All
Okay, I
my
guess I quit. Bye.
No comeback.
What happened, Luna? You scaring people or what? I'm
I don't know.
joking.
Why am I scaring people? I didn't do anything.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I love you. Luna, did you win something in the tournament? And guys, I see someone trying to show something here on the stage, but I can't, like put it on the screen. What is that? Who's trying to do something?
I don't know. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
I
do
know
anything.
either. I did not win anything. I don't think. I'm not
It
that
was
cool.
it was digital trying to show us his wiener, but we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
So
That's your head of community.
I was so excited to talk with Nan about all this TCG stuff that I forgot to ask him who he is. Someone knows?
What?
I know he plays TCGs. I like
Luna,
TCG.
that's why you he didn't mention you as a kind person. Probably you didn't try to know him. Ju, do you know who is Nan? Who is Nan?
What? Yeah, I know him. I play with him every day.
What
I
he's
lose to
doing?
him every. I mean, I lose to him every day.
That's funny.
I win and lose against him, so it's like pretty 50-50.
Is he doing like TCG as his main job? Like is he?
No,
Oh, okay. I thought like maybe he's so cool in TCG, that this.
no, you
I
don't
think he
make.
just
Maybe
likes it. I think
Yeah,
he just
you don't
likes
make.
TCGs.
He plays a lot of One Piece.
Mm,
Hmm.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
Luna, you're playing
Oh,
every day?
I wanted to ask you guys something. I think, I don't know who I saw posting this, but there's basically like now you can play the Azuki TCG on like a virtual simulator or something.
Yeah, it's manual. TCG Arena. One of
Oh,
the
okay.
mods for Riftbound put us on the map
How do
because
you look it up?
uh,
I was trying to
the
find it earlier and I couldn't find the link.
it's tcg-arena.fr. It's by like an indie guy, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I don't
That's
understand
really
what.
cool.
yep, and then
And then
what's the
how I need
word?
to go in the Discord and like figure out how to do this because this would be cool because I could stream it actually. We could stream like
Yes,
playing.
I streamed it before. It's good.
I wanna do that,
Exla,
probably.
Exla, I'm so sorry. Exla, hi, are you here? I'm so sorry, guys, for
He
not
left.
paying attention to you because I was like, I knew that Nan has like limited amount of time. So sorry, guys. But I
Exla
want,
disappeared. Big sad. I miss you, Exla.
yeah, Exla. Who knows any gossips about Exla? Let's gossip about him.
He's supposed to be releasing some new beer with some NFTs on it, but I don't
With
know.
waifus, by the way, I remember that.
I'm
Cookie
still,
Monster.
I was
I'm still
actually
waiting.
about the Exla thing. I was going to have Exla last Friday on the Friday live stream that I do, but I got really sick and so I didn't do anything last Friday. So maybe next Friday if Exla has time, he can come and tell us about his beer. I'd love to hear more about it.
Talking about beer is good, but better drinking this beer.
Oh, he said he's cooking pasta.
Do you know, guys, is it
Ah,
possible to cook pasta with beer?
Sure.
Extra high. Are you
That
cooking
tastes
pasta with
interesting.
beer? No?
You
that's
should
gross.
try.
In very good restaurant, I ate very tasty shrimps in champagne, in prosecco.
Well, that's champagne and shrimp is one thing, but like
Yeah,
beer and
and
pasta
you
is a completely different.
taking bread and like just then eat it with champagne and with this shrimp sauce. Oh my god.
That sounds actually really good. Shrimp and champagne.
That does. That
It,
sounds.
it,
I don't like shrimp, but I bet you would go with something else.
shrimps is my favorite. Are you kidding, Luna?
I'm not allowed to eat shrimps, man. It's not kosher.
Shrimps, like I don't know. I'm ready to eat it every day, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Ju,
Card
do you
games
like
are fun. Oh,
But
Yeah,
interesting.
so we have very important question. Do you like shrimps?
yeah, I eat them.
Okay. Okay, guys,
Um,
about TCG, what else I wanted to know? Let me dive into this
The
non-question.
yeah, the like I said, the mod for Riftbound put us on TCG Arena. So we're right next to Riftbound when people play the simulator, and there's been a good amount of people that hop in asking about who we are because we're next to Riftbound, and Riftbound on that sim is really, really popular. So good shit.
So
it's
you
really
click
cool.
in something. Is it like you playing TCG now? Can you screen share and show us how you playing
Play what?
TCG?
Why?
I don't know. You click in something. I thought maybe you
He's
playing
like, "What
Oh
are you
no,
doing? Why are you not paying attention?"
playing TFT, multitasking.
That's
Okay.
TFT. I haven't played TFT in a long time.
I haven't played TFT in like 85 million years. Was had a couple of fun minutes though.
What is TFT?
Team fight
Uh,
tactics.
yeah, League of Legends auto chess.
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
guys, I have a question. Can you, for example, I have starter deck of Azuki, and for example, you have starter deck of Pokemon. Can we still play?
Nah, I don't think that works.
That'd be kind of fun, actually. I mean, you
Can you?
could. You'd have to like figure out how it works, but it'd be kind of funny. I mean, I used to play like Magic. Like I made a Magic deck, and we had this. My brother and I had like weird games where we'd play like Magic versus Yu-Gi-Oh. Good. I don't know how. I'm trying to remember how it worked, but like you can do it. Like it's not going to be like official or anything, but if you're just trying to have fun, like why not?
What is the weirdest TCG games you know?
The
I don't know.
weirdest
That's
the weirdest one. I'm gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh is the weirdest one because Yu-Gi-Oh is just kind of weird IP, anyways. Um,
yeah.
there's a Star Wars one a while ago, like not the current one they're trying to make. That was kind of weird. Um, One Piece is a little One Piece is a little weird, which I guess that means Azuki is also a little weird because I'm just used to playing Magic, but I mean they're like more fun than Yu-Gi-Oh. Excellent.
The only TCG I actually play is Hearthstone. I don't know if that
That
even
sounds
counts.
weird. It's fun, but it's also weird.
I love it. It's so much fun.
No, I
It's
mean
like my
weird,
favorite.
Riftbound they
weird.
just banned. They just did a huge ban list.
Hey, that's another weird one. I play a couple games. It's fun, but also weird.
Do we have some porn TCG?
Some porn TCG.
Yeah,
Once
I'm
you
just
get
trying
Jin
to
and Tanaka,
discover
it'll be
something,
Izuki will be
like
porn
super
TCG.
weird.
Gin and tonic is the
Yes,
closest
some
that you're
waifus
getting to that.
together.
That's funny.
Deeply niche cult weird. Doom Trooper. I'm just chatting with ChatGPT, guys. Wait, I will show you.
That's
I'm just
crazy
trying to
though.
discover something
I know what I
else.
wanted to say earlier,
Hmm?
but I'll let Ira cook first.
I'm sorry, Luna. Just interrupt me, and that's it.
So I'm not good at that, man. But I was gonna say like there actually one misconception since I played it. I spent a lot of my life playing Magic the Gathering, which is both
Mhm.
fun and a large mistake. Magic actually had a story. It has a story. Um, like it grew over the years of playing, but like there's actually a small story when they released Alpha, the very first set, and then like for a while, I don't think they're doing it anymore. Every new set, they actually like wrote a book, so like that just kind of reinforces the idea that good TCGs also kind of need like good story. So like if you can do that, make an interesting game with a story people kind of give a shit about, then
Mm.
that's the initial recipe for success. And then like I think to keep Azuki going, to have this, we have like a lot of grassroots playing right now, right? Like the Discord server, people are using the Azuki app and like the Genki app to like organize tournaments, which is awesome. Eventually, you just got to get into competitive games, like actually show up if you want to expand the player base out. And when you do that, then I think you win. Like all these other like TCGs that people have tried and failed with, like they just kind of don't get into competitive. Like everyone knows what Gundam is, but they tried to make a TCG,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't
I saw
really
people
exist.
opening. Well, no, I saw like recently, like people have been buying the packs and stuff like that, the Gundam cards, and they're actually pretty cool. I don't know how many people actually play it, but
The
I
cards
saw
are
people
cool,
buying.
yeah. Like I
The
bought
cards look pretty
some
cool.
at Anime NYC, like just to collect. Cards are cool, like,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's the difference between like cards cool to like being a TCG people play a lot. Because yeah, like once you kind of play a TCG, you're kind of used to like that TCG. You're used to the rules of that TCG. You're used to like building decks for that TCG, and it's like it's really hard to get you to switch.
Mm.
By the way, that's really strange that no one thought about creating anime decks before Azuki.
Kind of weird. I guess like a lot of maybe like I don't know. I mean, one thing it's still kind of a thing like a lot when I was playing Magic a lot. People really like to get Japanese Magic cards. So
Mhm.
like those would command a premium. And actually, a lot of people who are really good at Magic, there are a lot of like people who are in the Magic Hall of Fame who are from Japan and like China or Hong Kong who are like really good players. So the market is there. It really is kind of interesting that like no one there are so many good anime IPs out there that no one actually like tried and succeeded on a global stage. So guess
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
guess that's us. Hope it works out for us.
Mhm. We hope so. Yeah, that would be dope. You know what was I like? I talked with many people about Azuki Lunch and everything, and a lot of people like, oh, look, they like not selling at all. They even like faking, maybe like they hiding their numbers and stuff. And I was like, that's they just started their business. They not even store for TCG, and they still like selling it so good like on $1 million. Like, of course, this is like great results for me for Azuki, what they made and everything. And it's on the
Yeah.
launch, and they only started once again. They like only started to like when you open your business, like no one need your product, and that they made a lot of people believe in them, and they made $1 million on that. That's already super bullish. But what I was like afraid myself that this game will look like Azuki fan art for people who know only Azuki,
Mm.
for us, for people who like passionate about Azuki, and for us, watching all these faces would be like super cool and familiar and stuff. But that's my question for you guys, for Zhu and for Luna. Are you actually enjoying the game? Like you like how it's like playable, or you like it because you are a Zuki member?
Um, I guess kind of both. Like, I mean, I'd like to win more, but I also have really bad luck drawing. I mean, so the game, it like the art. So I guess like one. I mean, I obviously started playing it because I'm an Azuki. Like, I think that's like a fine place for people to start and discover it. Like, you need to have something in common with the game to like get, hey, what is this? Oh, we have a card game. Sure, I like card games. Let me try it. Like that's perfectly fine as like a player discovery. So like that's how I started it. I think like the game is kind of fun. I mean like well, I won't ramble forever about it, but like it kind of feels like a combination. Like there's some like magic aspects to it. There's some things that kind of feel like Hearthstone, and then there's like a lot of obvious like things that feel a lot like One Piece. So like the game itself is kind of fun. Um, I think that we're still kind of like one or two sets away from the game being super diverse. And like I haven't played it as much as like, some people like YQ or Zoo. Like I mean I have like a handful of games under my belt. I try to play like one of the weeklies every week, try to get more reps in. But my very bad take is that we like because there's only a limited amount of cards, and people are kind of like discovering a couple of different decks, but effectively there are like three good decks, one mediocre deck, and like there's still, and I feel like that's going to continue a lot until set two comes out.
Mm.
That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just like a lot of games are going to start to look the same. Like, oh, I'm a fire deck, I'm playing against lightning. If I get to go first, I will win. I will probably win more of the time than not if I
Yeah.
like have okay draws, and that's fine. Magic was like that when it started. When
Mm-hmm.
Hearthstone came out, it was kind of like that because there just weren't a lot of cards to select from. So
Yeah.
the game itself is kind of fun. And I think like as we see more leaders come out, more cards come out, we'll
Mm-hmm.
see like different decks come out where like you can effectively slow the game down and like
Mm.
play a slower deck. But it's a good start. I think like we're starting in the right
I
place
feel like
for like a TCG that like wants to do something.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's normal though. And I was thinking about the same thing, but then I was like, well, we're just gonna have to wait for more cards to come out because it's like it's like a new TCG, so it's like you have to start from somewhere. And then if you have if you figured out like if the bones of the games are like you said, it's like kind of fun. If like the bones of the game are good, then you could just keep like adding more and more cards to it and like more stuff, and then eventually it gets enough variety. But I think that's like pretty normal. Like you said, Magic the Gathering and like Hearthstone started like that too. So it's like we just have to like, I don't know, we just have to bear with it for a while until like a team comes up with like more cards and more variety of decks come out and like more leaders and stuff like that. um but yeah, I was thinking about the same thing too recently. I really need to start playing this game because it's like I haven't really. I've been focusing on like so many other things, and I've been trying to get like so many like other things done that I've just not been able to play. But like, I really want to, and I just need to get on with it. Damn it! And I really want to start streaming it too. I'm sorry, Ira.
No, 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 no. I just start stream it, and I'm sure that a lot of people will join and will learn how to play. Like Nan said, you need to just dive into it and start
Mm-hmm.
playing and not delay it. Not start to learn the
Yeah.
rules. But guys, I have another question. At first, I wanted to show you like what I didn't know as well about yeah, when Azuki style Hearthstone game client. I don't know. This is for Lost. When Hearthstone.
When Hearthstone what? Wait, I'm sorry, I got distracted. What
Just start
happened?
live stream Hearthstone, and
I
that's it.
did. I was live streaming it like a week or something ago, like that, because I wasn't
I wanna
feeling
wa-
good
I wanna
last week.
watch Lost play Hearthstone.
Well, you just have to. You got. Well, I mean, I just have to come. Okay, so I actually am live almost every day at this point. I live stream like playing games almost every day. And last week I was playing Hearthstone for like a while, but I was playing Battlegrounds. I think I played some games like just normal
Not
Hearthstone,
you,
but
Battlegrounds. Come on, man.
ah, come on, it's fun. It's like my guilty pleasure. But sometimes if you guys want, I will basically post in advance, and we could just like play. I can stream some like normal Hearthstone, okay? Just normal Hearthstone I'll play. But it's really fun. It's like it's one of my I've been playing Hearthstone for like basically I think since it came out, 10 years, and I've been obsessed. Like it's like like, and I don't have much time to play it now, but like usually when during the day when my daughter is asleep at like lunchtime when she takes her like nap, I play Hearthstone on my iPad. And then recently I've started streaming, so I have more time to play games. But I've been playing a lot of horror games. But I will stream Hearthstone. I will stream Hearthstone.
Oh, wait, I have to
Okay.
ask, what's your favorite Hearthstone deck that you've ever played?
Mm,
Like ever?
any Oh, well, I don't know because my decks are like really random. Like I try to build my own decks always. And I think the closest
Makes
thing that I
sense.
can say to like my favorite deck is like my favorite thing to play is when I get to play Rogue and I get to play cards from other classes where it just gives me random cards. The more random cards from other classes I can play, the more fun it is for me. It doesn't always work, you don't always win because it gives you random ass cards, so it like fucks you up. But it's so much fun to play with a bunch of like different cards. I think that's the thing that I love playing the most is like playing as Rogue and when she has like a really good like cards from other classes deck. I think that's the closest thing that I can think of my favorite deck.
I had a
I think so.
combo rogue deck. I had a combo rogue deck that was really fun, and like you wouldn't like if you like winning was not always automatic, and like it's
Mhm.
more fun than something like control warrior or control mage. Like when I
Mhm.
see that, like I just want to go to sleep because I want to play against people who do that. It's kind of boring.
I the thing that I hate the most is like the people who like just like survive you basically. It's like you're so lazy. You built this horrible deck to just like tire me out and you're going to win just because I ran out of cards. And it's like that's like the worst thing in Hearthstone. I hate
Yep,
those people. I
me too.
fucking hate those people.
No,
Yeah.
they should all go to jail. I agree.
They really should. They should be banned from like the game.
Guys,
They shouldn't
I
be allowed to do
misunderstand
that.
like what you're talking about, but let me ask you this. Like I have no like I don't know anyone in my life who played TCG. I mean like offline person who played TCG. Maybe because it's not popular in Russia, you know, in our regions. But I know like a ton of people who watch an anime. Do you think like, and what my worries right now, like Azuki will stay this niche brand for TCG players, or you think with launching manga and anime, it will take like more attention? How do you see this?
I
I
think
don't.
it could grow. Oh, sorry. I'll
No,
shut
no.
up.
Go
You
ahead.
can.
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
I mean, I think it can. I think it can grow. I don't think it'll be. I think like it'll take time to get like more name recognition, but I think it can do it. Like again, if you have if you have a good story, like everyone, at least all of us like the story. We're here. We like the art. We like the story. So like more people like say, oh, here's this Shao person, and there's like this whole mystical realm out there and stuff, and like I'm interested, and then like that just puts you down the rabbit hole where like you just kind of get more interested in what's going on, and then like, oh hey, there's a TCG, that's cool. And then so I think like eventually they just, again, it takes time to like build it out in a responsible way. Also, like we kind of had that crypto web3 all a big scam like stigma you have to avoid, where like when some people hear like NFT or like crypto thing, they just like shut their brains off and they're like, this is a terrible scam. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so there
Yeah, look,
there's
even
a lot
even
of stuff
here,
that is, but
ChatGPT wrote like speculative, hype-driven Web3 vibes. Like often, I don't know where they took the numbers. If Azuki is the first, right, who launched TCG, but they definitely know something. Often, like up to $2 million, but top tier from $1 million. So where is Azuki? Is it hype-driven or top tier? What do you think, guys?
Well,
I guess
I
like they
think
could say is 1 million for the launch, so I guess that's top tier because they raised 1 million
Let's
with the
go.
pre-sale.
top tier. You know what? Okay, so I wanted to say something about what Ira was talking about earlier. How like some people were like dunking on like the TCG sale, and they were like saying that like the team had to change numbers and all this fucking shit. No matter what Azuki does, and no matter for how long they do it, and no matter how well they do it, there's people that are going to be out there dunking on Azuki just because they aren't like part of it, kind of. And it's like, and I think it comes from the fact that they think that something is going to come. Like there was another project that minted recently that's absolute fucking garbage, but I'm not going to say the name. And it's like I talked to the founder in my fucking DMs, bros. He has no clue what he's doing. I don't want to say what it is. I'm not going to get into drama. But anyways, this
Does it
fucking
start with
shit
the letter
minted.
T?
I'm not going to say. Anyways, this fucking shit minted, and people are like, "Oh my god, this is going to be so much better than Azuki." It's like, and it's like, and they come from a place that they think that they want everything that Azuki did for somebody else to do, and for them to be early to it. And that's the whole thing. It's like literally their whole shtick. It's like they do want everything that like Azuki has done. They want it. They want everything. They want all the stuff that has been done in the past by Azuki, but they want somebody else to do it and for them to be early to it. And that's it. That's literally, and it's just the dumbest shit ever. It's like it's not going to be another one because there's never like something like it's not like there's like I don't know how to say this, but it's like people saying, "Oh, something is going to be the next Disney." It's like, bro, there's not going to be a next Disney. It's just fucking Disney. It's like, there's going to be the next whatever. It's not going to be the next. There's only one, and then everything else is kind of like a copy of this one thing that was like really popular. So it's like I don't know. It really like is frustrating for me, but I tried to kind of stay away from it. And I'm
You
not
know
always
what's funny?
successful. Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, you know what's really funny is it's like there's still people who compare the success of their project on if their floor price is lower or higher than Mutant Ape Yacht Club.
Oh my
So
god,
it's
this.
like, oh my god, dude, we flipped. Oh my god, we flipped mutants. And when I just like see people, so I'm pretty actually. I think I know who you're talking. Which you're talking. I won't say it either. I figured it out. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
know
say
already, Luna.
probably. I mean, I probably have a couple of them, which is fine. I really like. All I gotta say is like, yeah, people who say stuff like that, like, I understand you want to benchmark yourself against something, but I don't. Ideally, I would say like no, you should like no one should do that because it feels like such a
Right.
low key thing to do because like you're not like actually trying to build anything of your own or it makes
Yeah.
it seem like you're not trying to build anything of your own. You're just like, well, I'm building it better than Azuki anime or I'm building something that's cooler than Mutant Apes, and it's like, why don't you just build something that's cool and then like if it's
Yeah.
cool, then it's cool. Why do you have to
Right.
like name drop and then you're just gonna tether yourself to like whether or not you've done something compared to what you tether yourself? Oh no, we're back below mutants. I guess everyone's gonna sell and we're gonna go to zero and the founder's rugging the project. Like it's so fucking I know that it's Web3 and everyone here is dumb, but I hate that shit too.
Me too. It's like it's such a stupid thing because it's like you don't want like you said, it's like why don't you just build something cool and let it be cool on its own instead of
Because
trying
they
to copy
can't.
somebody,
Because they
right?
can't,
Instead
guys.
of trying to copy somebody, make your own path. And that's what I always like loved about Azuki since the beginning, even before like cuz like I followed Azuki from the beginning. I and not like the time that they minted, but like a couple months later, just because I joined Web3 like a little late. Azuki never was like, oh, we want to be the next blah blah blah. No, they were always like, no, we want to just be ourselves and do our own thing and do whatever's cool, and that's fine. And it's like you shouldn't be trying to be the next whatever. It's just be something cool on your own and build something cool that stands on its own 2 feet. That doesn't have to be like anything else. Just have a fucking original
Well, just
idea for one time.
not
I'm
everyone
sorry.
has balls for it. Not everyone has balls for it. Just, copy someone and pretending that it's you who invented that. It's so much easier. Like not everyone's so creative, and I think this is a consumer problem as well. If they think like something else that copying others are great, okay, like let's
That's
make.
where you make money, though. I mean,
Yeah,
you have to copy something on the back end for success, even if you're trying something new. Because if you do something completely new, then and it flops, then you just waste a bunch of effort, time, money. So
True, true.
yeah, but how I calm myself down when I found something really cool, I found where they took their inspiration. For example, Prodigy. They were inspired by the early albums by Bob Marley. That's how I found Bob Marley, through Prodigy, right? And same like leading with every like stuff that you like. It sound is if you're a thoughtful person, I think it lead you to the main stuff that inspired them all, and that's how you find in this main project. If you can say so in case of Azuki. So they liked Final Bosso, for example. The entry was cheap, but then they found Azuki thanks to this, like for example. And that's how I calm myself down. So all these copy projects, they lead into main one. So if someone copying you, they increasing your recognition as well. I want to think
Mm.
so.
Ooh,
I
that's a good point. That's a
That's
very
a
good
good
point.
point.
And by the way, talking about like all the communities not supporting Azuki, right now I see more and more Pudgy PFPs opening Azuki
Mm-hmm.
TCG. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's great.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
that's
that's
great
cool. The
too.
community, slowly starting to believe in us and like in TCG idea, I mean. And I think like for example, Adam Weisman, right?
Yep.
Yeah, his post is like brought attention of the like a lot of people as well, because when usually I repost in some posts, I see how many people liking it. It's usually like 3 5 people, but when I reposted Adam's post, like it was like from my page only like 30 people like that. So Adam really has this influence, huge influence on people, and the fact that he bought like one of the rarest
I think
options.
he bought one of the tier 6.
Seven.
Like the
Yeah, six.
Oh,
Six, the biggest one. Yeah, yeah. I think this is so cool.
he should. I hope he does. It'd be really cool if he did like TCG locals. Um, he like actually like it's kind of funny when I started doing more NFT stuff, and I saw his name like on Twitter. I'm like, oh, okay, and I was like, wait a minute, I recognize this last name. So he runs a big scrap metal business around here, and
Hmm.
like I see his trucks all the time. So when I saw him at 8 Fest, I was like, yo, I'm also from upstate New York. Like I see your trucks all the time. So we started talking that way. But yeah, like when I saw Adam post about the TCG, I was like really cool. Like I was really happy to see that because he's like one of those awesome like just art collectors. Like if it seems kind of interesting, he's gonna like check it out type of people. I mean, he has the ability to do that, which is awesome. And like seeing him like, not just invest, but like invest heavily by buying the Spirit Keeper, like that bundle was awesome. And like it I don't want to say it completely validates, but I definitely think it helps. Like if Adam is interested in what you're doing,
I think
then I think that's a good sign.
I think it's a good package deal for him. I mean, he probably wants to like immortalize himself or put his name on some card forever kind of thing, legacy type shit. So I mean that perk is really nice for a whale. So
Yeah,
For
that's
him, 100%.
so cool.
also one of the highest tiers was bought by the Fidgetals team. So I thought that was really cool. And
Who?
so probably the
Who?
Fidgetals team. So Fidgetals is platforms on one of the platforms that does basically physical and like digital
Yeah, like
collectibles.
RWA stuff.
Like just kind of like beat the Beezy Claw Machine or like Gotcha if you've seen people open
TCG
digital card
gambling.
packs. Yeah,
Yes,
TCG
slot machine.
gambling.
Yeah,
So
They did
slot
the
I thought
machine.
frog
that was
boxes
cool.
also.
And they also do, or they did the G Boy boxes too. G Boy, G Boy.
Look, this guy from Good Vibes Club community, he's cool as well. He's a whale, as I remember as
He's
well.
from he works at OpenSea now, right? Yeah. So
Oh,
I
Wait,
think,
did
cool.
he really? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, he
and
started it. He started in Doodles, then he started whaling in Good Vibes Club, and like there's like a small nexus of projects like that people kind of found their way over to from like ex Doodles people. But yeah, he it's kind of cool seeing like everyone. It really is kind of cool seeing like everyone do that. I mean, there's a lot.
super
I feel
cool.
like I see more and more crossover since was it Ira? Didn't you say like people with pudgy PFPs? I guess technically that's me now. Shit. There's
I mean,
there's a
you.
big crossover. There's a pretty big crossover. I mean, I've definitely had some people ask me about the game, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's fun. You should play it. So I won't take credit, but I won't not take credit for maybe like one person buying.
And look, appreciate the title for shedding more light. So what's coming got me even more bullish. So the title coming to other communities and sharing the alpha. Look, guys, always respect and yeah, the title like telling some alpha to people. Okay.
Good job, Digital. I know you're not here to
Digital.
receive that.
Yeah,
He's
but
being great.
yeah, I think that's cool that a lot of people started to play that. And if you think about it, like for example, I am as a creator, why I'm also stuck with Azuki, not because I'm blindly, bullish on some guys, who build in some NFT project. I had my first love, and I still like love this project so much, but it's dead right now, and it's like kind of the closed gestalt for me. I don't believe in projects just because I'm in love with art anymore. But I purchased recently this dead project, another NFT, because I love the art. Anyway, with Azuki, it's another story because as a creator, I see a lot of opportunities here for me with what the project building and how they expanding attention on them with anime.com, for example. I understand like it's so close to me and what I want to create in my life in general. Doesn't mean like in near like year or something like that. I want to create my story, right? So working with Azuki project and Azuki community, it's so cool for me because it has everything that I want to create. Like not exactly, but you understand me. And I think a lot of people they wish to create TCG, right, or their own like universes, something like that, and they will see in Azuki the same opportunity to learn, to have some audience, to like develop some stuff together, right? And I think it will increase the builders in Azuki community, which is good for the floor price and everything, because people will purchase to collect and not to speculate. So I think Azuki like that also, like attracting right people inside the community, collectors. And I think this is super cool because that's what exactly Good Vibes did with their line, right? They didn't go to just, NFT community. They went to collectors and they sell their NFTs to collectors. That's why price was all the time like on the good level. I don't know. That's my thought.
I have a question. Can you actually play the Gary V Friends like TCG, or is it just for collecting? Am I stupid? Like I don't know. I don't know nothing about the Gary V cards just because I don't like the art.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like everybody's gonna hate me, but it's like I don't like it. Just like I don't like Beeple art. Beeple art makes me cringe.
Gary Vee, I don't know. He's a fun guy. He's like
He's like, no, you
motivation.
know what he is? He's one of those people who like tries to be so nice and empathetic that just makes me wanna like choke him out because like nobody's that nice and empathetic. Okay, go fuck yourself. Okay, I hate everybody. Get out of here. Fuck off. Okay,
I can't say
that's how
bad
I
about
feel.
him. I can't say bad about him because he following me. And part of why I love people is because they love me. So, and like, they love in me, and I can't hate them or say something bad, because like,
Yeah.
I respect them, I love them because they love me.
Yeah, I
No,
understand
I
that, and
can't
that's
say
fine. But
nothing.
I don't. Me and him don't know each other. We don't talk to each other, so I feel like I could be hateful. And it's like, I don't know. It's like one of those people that say you. Well, when you say that you hate somebody, that's like a really like strong feeling. So it's not true. You don't hate anyone, and it's like I hate everybody for real. Leave me alone.
I
I'm
don't know.
just bad. That's all. But you can be friends with him all you want, and you can support him. I don't mind that. I just want to be
I
hateful.
think what he doing in this space, it's like, we kind of can't hate people that I love you, Rui, too. You are so beautiful and so cute and so smart and amazing, handsome guy. I love you too. He's really so beautiful. But anyway, what I wanted to say, that yeah, so I don't think it's fair to hate people that
Mm-hmm.
achieve so much, and they're like running good business that's sustainable for a long time. And what he said about like even internet or
Mm-hmm.
web3 10 or even 15 years ago, it's like it's right now, it's happening right now, and he like kind of predicted that. So I think
Mm-hmm.
he's a visionary, he's a
Mm-hmm.
very talented person, and to hate him, you kind of need to be on the level with him. You cannot like the vibe, okay, like you can have like different vibes, but to criticize him, like you need to have like certain background that gives you this. I think
I
so.
disagree. I don't know. I disagree. Like, cause it's like if I don't like somebody or I don't like how they speak or I don't agree with them like generally on like their views and how they I don't know. I just don't like his vibe and I have like
Yeah,
this
yeah, I'm
I just
talking
don't
about
like him.
vibe. Yeah, yeah, if you don't
Yeah.
vibe with him, that's completely
Mhm.
fine. That's of course like we don't vibe
Yeah.
with
But
anyone, but
like you mean if it's like if I want to criticize well, as a businessman, I can't criticize him because he's successful, right? Like people buy the cards and he sells his like crappy looking art and it's like great, whatever. He like makes art that's like I don't know. I don't like his art. I don't know. It's like I don't know and it's like people like it though and it's like I'm not somebody
yeah,
who
I feel you, I feel you. Same
but
with
it's like
people, for example. Yeah, I
yeah,
feel you.
but it's like he's somebody who is like been successful and it's like he's figured it out. Like, obviously he is smart. Like, it's like I'm not yeah, and it's like obviously he's smart and he's somebody who knows what he's doing and he's really good at what he's doing too. So it's like I acknowledge that. I just don't like his vibe. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. But I think like he's a really great visionary by all his like public talks about the future and stuff. I think we can learn from him a lot of good things. And I don't hear like I think it's very small percentage of people who has vision in this life. The same
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
Azuki, right? The same with Azuki.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this. People who are not repeating by others, they creating something on their own. It's such a small percentage of people. So I think
Mhm.
for me, it's more like admiration for that people.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And then there's not, it's like a lot of people like it's kind of like with Beeple. There's a lot of people who love Beeple art and like admire him and love him and it's like and that's fine. Like you know what? I've been thinking about this today. A lot of times people can't handle to have like a disagreement or like to have like different perspectives or like to have just different opinions. And they can't like it almost feels like a lot of people nowadays cannot like accept the fact that not everybody like likes you or that not everybody is going to always agree with you and it's almost like they feel this like extreme like I don't know it's like they're almost allergic to everybody who to anyone who thinks differently or like dares to have like some kind of a different opinion but I think that's very normal and it's like I don't know how you can even survive while you just completely try to get rid of everything around you that disagrees with you like everyone and like everything I don't know it's like I feel like it's so normal to have different likes different opinions different like I don't know It's like you and I are different. I feel like you and I, for example, are like really different people. But it's like that doesn't mean that like we can't have a conversation about what we like and what we don't like, and we could just basically agree to disagree. I don't know. It's like I feel like I was thinking about it a lot today, and I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I feel like it's kind of like I don't know. Like it's okay if I don't like people, you know, and it's okay if you like him, you know. It's like just just live your life.
Yeah, agree with you.
I don't know. I went on a rant. I'm sorry.
We never say sorry to friends or thank you. That's not what friends doing. So everything is good. I just wanted to thank you, Azuki TCG pre-sale. Did you bought some?
Oh no, I couldn't this time. I had to miss out, unfortunately. I wanted it so bad, but I can't right now. I have to wait. I'm gonna buy like some later on.
I hope Digital would give away something for us.
I'm
Yeah,
so thinking of going to this.
I
Hey,
had
digital,
such
give
a
me
good
some
like
Azuki
way
cards.
to ask Digital cards for giveaway. I have a birthday in 2 days, guys. So I
Oh,
need
that's
to ask
awesome.
him to give away some. Yes, I will do that. Maybe I will fake result and will win some myself.
Yeah. Oh,
But
look, guys, I
I'm
won the
planning
giveaway.
tomorrow. I won't be online, I think, much. But I'm
Mhm.
preparing. I will riding on the horses on my birthday.
Oh,
I
that's
will.
really
Oh, it is your
cool.
birthday tomorrow, Ira.
Not tomorrow, but on Wednesday. But tomorrow I'll go to the capital to buy some clothes and something I don't know.
Hmm.
So I will
Wait, you're
go.
buying some horses? Ira is rich. Let's go.
I will be happy to buy some horse. I want horse from my childhood, and my mom promised to me horse, but never purchased. So I
Ooh.
ordered a white horse. I will ride in on the white horse, and his name is Sever or North.
Mhm.
And I will ride in on the horse with two my girlfriends. Then I will go on the fashion lecture. It's like accidentally, just a very cool guy. He is like super like understanding fashion and stuff. He'll make the lecture, and I will go there, and then probably go drink some cocktails.
That's good. I hope you have a good birthday, Ira.
Me
Thank,
too.
thank you, thank you. I don't know. I feel weird. I feel fat recently. Okay,
Fat?
guys, this is not a space about that. Thank you so much for coming and see
She said
you
I'm not going to
next
talk about
Monday.
feeling fat.
That's
No,
too funny, man.
That's really funny. Oh, I love you. That's
love you
funny.
guys. Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye bye.